All right, so are you ready to dive into some seriously out there stuff today?
Always up for a good cosmic mystery. Where are we headed this time?
We're taking a deep dive into pasted text.
Okay, I'm intrigued already. What's the deal with pasted text?
Well, it's a book that claims to reveal some pretty mind-blowing cosmic truths.
Like what? Give me a taste.
Alien encounters.
Yeah.
Interdimensional travel.
Okay, I'm listening.
Oh, and a French gardener named Michel, who just might be the most unlikely cosmic messenger ever.
All right, now that's a story I gotta hear.
Exactly. So you ready to go down the rabbit hole?
Let's do it. Lead the way.
All right, so first things first, pasted text. Groundbreaking revelation or a wild tale of science fiction? What do you think?
Well, just based on the title alone, I'm getting some strong sci-fi vibes. It's like the author made it a classic sci-fi trope buffet.
Yeah, and added a hefty sprinkle of spiritualism for good measure.
Intriguing combo. So tell me more about this French gardener. Michel, right?
Michel, yes. Our intrepid gardener. He's living a quiet life in Australia when, bam, he's suddenly whisked away to a planet called Hiawa.
Hiawa. Catchy name. What's so special about this Hiawa place?
Oh, just a minor detail. Earth is considered a level 1 planet, kind of like the cosmic kindergarten. Hiawa, a level 9.
Level 9. Wow. The top of the cosmic class.
Makes you wonder about the real estate prices up there, right?
Right. Sign me up for a level 9 condo with a view of the Milky Way.
Okay, so Michel's guide on this intergalactic field trip is Thao, a towering, androgynous alien who can speak any language.
Of course they can. Standard alien perk.
But naturally, Thao chooses to speak French to Michel.
French, even though he usually speaks English in Australia.
Exactly.
Why French? I mean, wouldn't a universal translator be more practical?
You'd think, right.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe Thao just has a thing for French cinema.
Or maybe the author's just having a little fun with us, you know?
Yeah.
Playing with those classic alien tropes.
Oh, absolutely. There's a definite wink-wink, nudge-nudge vibe to the whole thing.
Okay.
But let's talk about this abduction scene. Pure, classic sci-fi gold.
Oh, yeah. How does it go down?
Michel wakes up in the middle of the night, writes a note to his wife, and just casually strolls towards these mysterious lights outside his house.
No struggle, no fear, just, oh, hey, bright lights must be aliens, time for a walk.
Pretty much. It's like you just got hypnotized by a cosmic disco ball.
Talk about a trusting soul. Maybe a little too trusting. I mean, I'd at least try to wake up my spouse, you know. Honey, think it's time to call Mulder and Scully.
Right. Then again, where's the fun in that? No abduction, no story.
True. Got to keep that plot moving.
And let's not forget the time lock.
The what?
Oh, yeah. Thao uses this handy-dandy device to make sure Michel doesn't age during his little cosmic jaunt.
Because that's a major concern when you're being whisked away by aliens, right?
Wrinkles.
Oh.
Well, it's a long trip. Could be 20 years, could be 50. Who knows?
So it's like a cosmic Botox injection.
Exactly. Keeps you looking fresh, even after decades of interstellar travel.
All right, so Michel's been abducted. He's got his time lock. He's chatting it up in French with Thao. Where do they go next?
They hop aboard this spaceship, a giant gray sphere with no visible doors, windows, or antennas. Talk about minimalist design, right?
It's like the ultimate stealth commer of space travel.
Right. No flashy lights, no fancy gadgets, just pure cosmic mystery.
And how do they even get inside this giant featureless sphere?
That's the best part.
Right.
The book doesn't say. It's like they just magically beam aboard. Poof.
Classic. Leave it to the reader's imagination.
So they're off. Zooming through space at speeds exceeding the speed of light.
Faster than light. Isn't that, you know, physically impossible?
Well, even Michel has his doubts. But Sal's all, don't worry about it, Michel. Just some things I can't explain.
Classic Thao, the master of cosmic non-explanation.
Like, trust me, dude, I'm an alien.
Every time.
Okay. But before reaching Hiawa, they make a pit stop.
Oh. Where do they go?
A planet called Alim.
Alim. What's that one like?
It's kind of Earth-like, but perpetually shrouded in mist.
Sounds a bit gloomy.
Oh, and it's populated by giant insects.
Giant insects? Like, how giant are we talking?
Big enough to make you wish you'd pack some extra-strength bug spray.
Yikes. All right, giant bugs, perpetual mist. Anything else?
Oh, yeah, just a minor detail. Alim is home to the remnants of a human civilization wiped out by nuclear war.
Oh. Well, that took a dark turn.
Right. It's like the author took a detour into a post-apocalyptic thriller.
So what happened to these Alim humans? Did they nuke themselves back to the Stone Age?
That's where things get really interesting. According to Thao, Earth's humans didn't actually originate on Earth. We're descendants from other planets.
Whoa! Hold on, we're talking alien ancestry here.
Exactly. Thao claims that our ancestors came from several planets, including this war-torn Elim.
So we're all just space refugees.
In a way, yeah. Cosmic immigrants searching for a new home.
And what about those power-hungry ruling classes you mentioned earlier? How do they fit into all of this?
Well, according to Thao, any civilization that discovers atomic energy is pretty much doomed to destroy itself through nuclear war.
Because of those pesky ruling classes?
Yep. They just can't resist the allure of ultimate power. It's like a cosmic addiction.
A pretty bleak outlook on human nature, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, not exactly a message of hope and cosmic harmony. But hey, it's just one alien's opinion, right?
Right, one alien with a serious case of cosmic pessimism.
Maybe. Or maybe they've seen enough to know how this story usually ends.
True. History does have a way of repeating itself.
Okay, so we've covered alien abductions, interstellar travel, giant insects, and nuclear apocalypse. You ready for something a little more, shall we say, metaphysical?
Hit me with it. My cosmic curiosity is piqued.
All right. Let's talk about the Great Spirit.
The Great Spirit. Sounds intriguing.
It's described as this consciousness made of countless souls or electrons, and it's essentially the creator of the universe.
Whoa. Okay, we're going full-on cosmic creation myth here.
Oh yeah, buckle up. It's about to get deep.
I'm ready. Take me to the depths of cosmic consciousness. I'm ready. Take me to the depths of cosmic consciousness.
All right, so picture this. The Great Spirit, this universal consciousness, decides it wants to experience the world.
Makes sense. I mean, who wouldn't want to experience all the sights, sounds, and tastes of the universe?
Exactly. But here's the thing. The Great Spirit can't just, materialize a body and go for a stroll through the cosmos.
So what's the workaround?
Soul fragments.
Soul fragments.
Yep. Think of them as little sparks of the Great Spirit's consciousness.
Okay, I'm following so far.
These soul fragments inhabit human bodies.
So we're all just little pieces of the Great Spirit running around experiencing life?
That's the gist of it, yeah. Each one of us is like a little sensory probe for the Great Spirit.
Whoa, that's a pretty mind-blowing concept when you think about it. So we're all connected on some deep cosmic level.
According to Paste and Text, absolutely.
Huh. Okay, so let's talk about this whole soul hierarchy thing. You mentioned something about leveling up after death.
Right, so basically when you die, your soul doesn't just disappear. It goes on a journey.
A cosmic road trip. Sounds fun. Where does it go?
Through different planets.
Yeah.
And each planet represents a different level of spiritual development.
And what about Earth? Where do we rank on this cosmic scale?
Level 1,
The starting point.
the Cosmic Boot Camp.
Something like that, yeah.
So what happens after we graduate from level 1? Do we get promoted to level 2?
You'd think so, right? But it's not that simple.
There's a catch. Of course there's a catch.
According to Thao, Earthlings don't go straight back to the Great Spirit. We have to work our way up through these higher level planets.
Sounds like a cosmic obstacle course.
A very, very long obstacle course. We could be talking 80 lifetimes or more.
80 lifetimes. Wow. Talk about a long commute.
Yeah, reincarnation isn't exactly known for its efficiency.
But hey, at least you get to experience all sorts of different lives and worlds, right?
True. Variety is the spice of cosmic life or something like that.
And what about those downgrades you mentioned? How does that work? Ah, yes, the cosmic demotion. Basically, if you're not careful, you can actually drop down a level or two. It all depends on your actions.
So karma is a real thing in this cosmic system.
Big time.
Yikes. Makes you think twice about cutting someone off in traffic, doesn't it?
Right. You never know who you're messing with on a cosmic level.
And what about Michel? He got demoted, right?
Oh, yeah, he took a serious tumble down the spiritual ladder.
No.
6 levels.
6 levels. That's harsh. What did he do? Rob a cosmic bank.
The book doesn't say. And get this, even Thao doesn't know.
Seriously. They whisk him away to planet enlightenment, but they don't even bother to check his cosmic credit score first.
Apparently not.
Talk about a cosmic oversight. So this whole 6-level drop thing is a bit of a mystery
A
there.
total enigma. It's like the authors dangling a cosmic carrot,
Yeah.
but they're not giving us the whole picture.
Very intriguing. Keeps the reader guessing. So, okay, we've got soul fragments, cosmic hierarchies, and karmic demotions. Where do we go from here?
Well, let's talk about Jesus.
Jesus. Okay, now you're really piquing my curiosity. How does Jesus fit into this whole cosmic narrative?
So according to Thao, Jesus was actually a being from an 8th level planet.
An 8th-level planet. That's pretty high up on the cosmic ladder.
Right, so basically he was sent to Earth as a kind of cosmic emissary.
An emissary, like a spiritual ambassador.
Exactly, he was supposed to guide humanity towards enlightenment.
Okay, but isn't that kind of, the traditional view of Jesus? What's the twist?
The twist is, this original Jesus, the 8th level being, he wasn't actually the Jesus we read about in the Bible.
Wait, What? There's more than one Jesus?
According to pasted text, yeah.
Okay, my cosmic brain is officially fried. Can you back up and explain that again?
So imagine this. You have original recipe Jesus, 8th level being, all that jazz. But he's lacking those divine powers we usually associate with him.
Okay, so a more human, less supernatural Jesus.
Right. Now, according to the book, this original Jesus gets swapped out for a 30-year-old version created on Hiawa.
Wait, a Hiawa made Jesus, like some kind of cosmic clone.
Essentially, yeah. And this Hiawa Jesus, he's got the powers, the miracles, the whole shebang.
Hold on, so there were two Jesuses running around?
That's what the book claims.
This is getting seriously wild. So what happened to original recipe Jesus? Did he retire to a cosmic beach somewhere?
Actually, and this is where it gets really interesting, the book says he went to Japan.
Japan? Seriously? What was Jesus doing in Japan?
Apparently, he lived there until he was 102, married a Japanese woman, and had 3 children.
Okay, now I've heard everything. So we're talking about Jesus settling down in Japan, starting a family, and basically living out his days as an ordinary guy.
Pretty much. It's definitely not your typical Sunday school lesson, is it?
Not even close. So how does the author back up this claim? Did they find Jesus's lost diary tucked away in a Japanese temple or something?
Well, they cite a grave in Aomori Prefecture as evidence.
A grave. Convenient. But come on, that could be anyone's grave.
True. But the author also draws a connection to these ancient Japanese texts called the Takenouchi documents.
The Takenouchi documents, I've heard of those. Aren't they supposed to contain this alternative history of humanity going back millions of years?
Exactly. And conveniently enough, they support this idea of extraterrestrial origins for humans.
Of course they do. It's all starting to fit together a little too perfectly, isn't it?
It's like the author took all these disparate pieces of mythology, history, and conspiracy theories and wove them into one grand cosmic tapestry.
A very imaginative tapestry, I must say.
All right, so we've met Thao, heard about the soul hierarchy, and learned about Jesus' supposed Japanese retirement plan. What about Hiawa? What's this super advanced planet actually like?
Okay, yeah, let's get back to Hiawa. I'm curious to hear about this utopian paradise.
So Michel describes it as this incredibly beautiful, almost ethereal place.
Ethereal in what way? Give me some details.
Well, even the plants glow with an otherworldly luminescence. It's like the whole planet is bathed in this soft, radiant light.
Wow, sounds magical. And what about the food? What do these highly evolved Hiawahans eat?
They have this strange but nutritious food called manna.
Manna, as in the biblical manna.
Yep. Apparently, it keeps you full for days. No need for 3 square meals a day on Hiawa.
Convenient. Maybe we should get the recipe and market it here on Earth.
Yeah.
Manna, the cosmic superfood.
Right. I'd totally buy that.
So glowing plants, magical food. What else does Michel tell us about Hiawa?
Well, he doesn't go into too much detail about their daily lives.
Yeah.
But he does describe their houses.
Oh, yeah. What are they like?
They're egg-shaped.
Egg-shaped. Why egg-shaped?
No doors, no windows. Just pure, minimalist perfection.
Sounds a bit claustrophobic, but I guess it's all about energy efficiency, right?
Probably. And maybe they have some kind of cool teleportation system so they don't need doors.
Right. Who needs doors when you can just beam in and out?
But the really interesting part is Michel's meeting with the 7 elders of Hiawa.
Ooh, the wise elders. They must have dropped some serious cosmic knowledge on him.
Oh yeah, they're full of wisdom. But they also have a rather unusual characteristic. They radiate light.
They radiate light, like they glow in the dark.
It's based on their spiritual energy, their chakras.
So the more spiritually evolved you are, the brighter you shine.
Exactly. It's like a cosmic status symbol.
Forget the fancy car. I want a glowing aura.
Right. Imagine that at a party. Excuse me, your chakra is blinding me.
Hilarious. But okay, so the elders radiate light. What else do they tell Michel? What's the big takeaway from his meeting with them?
Well, they tell him that the whole point of his visit, of this whole cosmic adventure, is to inspire others on Earth.
Inspire them to do what?
To strive for spiritual growth. To potentially reach Hiawa themselves one day.
So Michel's like a cosmic recruiter for planet enlightenment.
In a way, yeah.
But why choose Michel? I mean, he got demoted 6 levels. There must be tons of other Earthlings who are more spiritually qualified.
Right. You'd think they'd pick someone with a better cosmic track record.
Exactly. It's like they hired a guy who just flunked out of Cosmic Ambassador School.
Maybe they saw something in him that we don't.
Maybe. Or maybe the Hiawahans aren't as wise and discerning as they're made out to be.
Or maybe it's all part of some elaborate cosmic joke that we're not in on yet.
Okay, so Michel's back on Earth now, presumably spreading the word about Hiawa and the Great Spirit. But did anyone believe him?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Did he manage to convert anyone to the Church of Cosmic Gardening?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Did he manage to convert anyone to the Church of Cosmic Gardening?
Well, it seems Michel wasn't exactly setting up shop as some sort of spiritual guru.
Mm.
No cosmic retreats or mana smoothie franchises.
So what did he do? Just go back to gardening?
Not quite. He actually moved to Vietnam.
Vietnam? Why Vietnam? Did he have some unfinished business with a cosmic bonsai tree or something?
According to our sources, he was drawn to Vietnam because it was, in his words, the least developed place on Earth.
Interesting. So he was looking for a simpler way of life, a place to escape the hustle and bustle of modern society.
It seems that way. He wanted to reconnect with nature, sort through all the cosmic information he'd received.
Makes sense. After a mind-bending trip like that, I'd probably crave some peace and quiet too.
Right. Maybe even a little cosmic detox.
Exactly. So no mega churches, no cosmic retreats, no mass marketing of mana smoothies.
Nope. Just a quiet life in Vietnam.
You know, in a way, it's a refreshing change from the usual chosen one narrative. He's not trying to force his beliefs on anyone.
Exactly. He understood that most people wouldn't believe his story. He even compared himself to a fish, trying to explain dry land to other fish.
Perfect analogy. How do you describe something so foreign, so outside the realm of experience?
Right, it's like trying to explain the internet to someone who lived in the 1800s.
Exactly. So he did write a book, but he wasn't out there actively seeking fame or followers.
You just put his story out there and let the chips fall where they may.
A subtle approach, letting his experience speak for itself.
Maybe that's the real message of pasted text, you know?
Mm.
It's not about believing everything you hear or following someone else's path.
It's about trusting your own intuition, exploring different perspectives, and finding your own truth.
Absolutely. Whether that truth leads you to a cosmic level 9 planet or a quiet life in Vietnam.
Well said. And that's the beauty of these kinds of stories, isn't it? They push us to question our assumptions, to expand our awareness.
They remind us that there's always more to learn, more to discover, more to explore. And that's what we're all about here on The Deep Dive.
So to all our listeners out there, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep diving deep.
And who knows, maybe you'll uncover your own cosmic mysteries along the way. Until next time.